UK pro player from Tribe Gaming becomes the first player to hit rank 35 with Byron and claims that Byron is the best brawler in the game. Another player, Synergy, later became the first player to hit 2,000 trophies with Byron. Wait, hold on a minute. Wait, you're saying that's not true? He lied? People lie on the internet? I have been playing a bunch of Byron myself, and despite not even having his star power or gadget yet, today, at the time of recording, I hit 3rd top player in Great Britain with Byron at 800 trophies. How did I get to 800 trophies so fast? Well, you can too. Just check out this video. But the number one answer I can give you is not with randoms. That much I can tell you right now. I did my first hour challenge, TM, with Byron on my Twitch stream. But of course, you already know that because you watched it live at twitch.tv/Falcone hosts. If you didn't, should check out the next one maybe. And it turns out that Byron on present plunder with randoms is not the best way to do it. You don't need to come back to base with me, guys. Lou, what are you doing? You don't need to go all the way back to the base. What are you doing? What are you doing, Dynamite? What? No! That is the worst play. That is the single worst play I've seen today. Who'd have thunk it? You don't need to play with close friends, with good communication. You just need to play with people that are going to coordinate with you a little bit and allow you to use Byron to the best of his ability. For example, not standing in the way of Byron's shots. Yeah, that's a big one. Now, I found my best success climbing with Byron in Siege with some other great players, Genji, Covers, and Pinkers. That is the footage that you're seeing here right now. Byron plays really well with Nitas, Pams, and 8-bits because he's able to heal them up so much. Nita is extremely tanky when played with the Bear With Me star power, and 8-bit's damage turret actually increases Byron's healing too. It's pretty busted. We got from 600 trophies to 750 without losing a single game, just because of the great synergy that we had. And now for tips. One of the main things that catches Byron players off guard when they first start playing is they feel like their shots aren't actually working. That's what I found anyway. Byron is the first brawler in the game whose shots don't go through teammates. Obviously, if you shoot a teammate, it heals them, but the shot doesn't go further than that. So yeah, if teammates are getting in the way, you're not going to hit the enemy brawlers. Now again, unlike the Lou push, we don't have his gadget or star power. Wait, what? Okay. The projectile looks really weird to me. I think it's... Oh, it's because I'm hitting my teammates. I'm like, why is my projectile vanishing? And it's actually because I'm... So, what's difficult to play about Byron is that actually your teammates' hitboxes are in your way. You can't, see, I can't shoot through my teammate. It's a little jarring at first to get used to, but once you are used to it, you're really going to be able to take advantage of Byron's amazing healing capabilities. Quite honestly, learning when you should be healing teammates and when you should instead be aiming for the other team, I think that's probably the biggest part of Byron's learning curve. And for me, when I was starting out, as soon as I had decent players on side, I decided the best strategy was put everything I had into keeping them alive and helping them output the damage. This worked particularly well on Siege when I'm healing up the friendly Pam as she's, defending from the enemy Siege bot or attacking the enemy Ike. We're halfway through the video and you know what that means. Code Falcone, guys, please consider supporting it. Using code Falcone could in the long term be the difference between me making more awesome videos and not in the future. So you'd really be doing me a huge favor and helping me out so much by using it. As you can see, all I seem to wear at the moment is this cult hoodie. I love it. And what's not to love? Like and comment the video if you're enjoying it. This all helps me so much. Thank you, guys. Let's move on with the video. The other thing though is spotting when an enemy brawler is weak or retreating is something amazing that Byron can do. His shot goes very far, and although it's quite slow, if you can hit that shot, it can make a huge difference to the enemy's game. Think about it. if you hit an enemy brawler even once, it's going to deal, it's going to deal the 1600 damage, but it's also going to prevent their regen from kicking in for a good few extra seconds, and that can make a big difference. As Spen has pointed out in his video, which you should absolutely check out by the way, link above, Byron is very good at dealing with certain brawlers. Spikes, bees, pipers, Byron is able to essentially two-shot them, and although they die over a longer period of time, they do die in 2 shots, which means if you're careful with Byron, if you're able to use the range and stay back, you can really edge out an advantage here. Byron's also good at dealing with tankier brawlers if he can keep his distance, because he keeps their health getting lower and lower, and yes, they can heal a little bit. Maybe if they've got a Poco on their team, they can heal back up, but Byron is able to make life very difficult for them if they don't have those heals ready, because it's something that the other team has to monitor all the time. A little bit like Crow, but to a greater extent. They've got to be looking at their teammates, and they've got to be thinking, oh, there's Byron damage coming in, we need to do something about this. So while I think Byron is quite difficult to play, which is a good thing by the way, I think Byron's also very difficult to play against, which is where he really shines. Now, Byron's super is one of the best things about him. It's the instant 2100 damage or healing. Of course, if you hit teammates and enemies, this can be fantastic again, particularly in Siege, when you're attacking the enemy Ike, because you can hit the Ike, and you can hit teammates that are standing on the Ike, and you can hit enemies that are clumped around the Ike all at the same time. It's insane. Byron's also particularly good at holding the center of the map in Siege and, shooting teammates in other lanes, keeping them alive, shooting a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, making sure they're winning their fights for the early bolts at the start of the game. And you know from my previous video how important it is to get those early bolts in Siege. I can't express how good Byron is with 8-bit. Again, just to point this out again, now that 8-bit has been buffed so that the damage turret deals an extra 50% of damage, the fact that when Byron's in it, his healing does an extra 50% of healing as well. This is insane. Byron and 8-bit go together beautifully. 8-bit has so much health, he's so tanky, he himself benefits from having a healer, and the fact that his super enables Byron to do even more healing, it is a match made in heaven. Beautiful. Alright guys, comment below, how is your Byron doing? How many trophies do you have? How many trophies are you hoping to get? Do you think Edgar is going to be as good as Byron? Make sure you subscribe, because Edgar video is coming next week, possibly on Christmas Day. But in the meantime, thank you for watching. Keep on brawling.